Today I want to answer a question that I've gotten quite a lot, and that is, how often can you lucid dream? Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me Matt here, and today I'm talking about how often you can lucid dream. Now I apologise in advance if you can hear any noise in the background. I let my cat in the room. Normally my cat isn't in the room while I record, but he is right now, so... Well, I thought I would start off by showing you guys some actual statistics. Okay, so my cat has just jumped into a giant box, so I'm going to have to help him get out of that, so be right back. Okay, so cat is rescued now, so I can get onto the subject at hand finally. So I want to show you guys some actual statistics. I'm obviously not going to show them on screen because it means I have to take screenshots and so on, but I'm going to read out some stuff from my dream journal. So since I started recording my dreams in this Lucidity app on the 12th of February, it is currently the 13th of March, I believe. I believe it's the 13th of March, and since then I've had 57 dreams. So 57 dreams that I've written down in the last month and a day, or 29 days in this case. And now, one thing to note about that is that some nights I just haven't bothered. Like, I have remembered several dreams, but I was just too tired, and like I would wake up, I'd be too tired to write down my dreams, and I would just go back to sleep. And then I would wake up later, you know, an hour later or something, and I would already have forgotten the dreams. Or like sometimes I remembered several dreams and I just didn't want to, you know, reach over to the phone to write them down. And so like I would spend like 5 or 10 minutes just kind of waking up, and then I would get my phone and I would only remember 2 of them. So in reality I had a lot more dreams than that I remembered. I just only wrote 57 of them down. So that's just under 2 per day average. It would be 2 per day if it was 58 in total. And pretty much that is how it's been. I remember dreams pretty much every night. You know, I had a few nights where I didn't remember any, but for the most part I remember dreams every night, often several of them, sometimes just 1 or 2. As for how many of those dreams were lucid, well, 13 of those dreams were lucid out of 57. Now, since I actually started recording those dreams, I've only bothered to record dreams on about 23 of those 29 days, so there was about 6 days where I was just too tired and I didn't record anything, or I was just kind of too lazy about it. And of those 23 days, I also ended up practicing lucid dreaming, either by trying wild or something similar, on about a third of those days. So about 7 to 8 days I actually tried lucid dreaming techniques. That might not seem like much, and it isn't. You know, a lot of times I will practice every single day. The reason I haven't been super consistent with it lately is because I've basically focused on working more on my channel and stuff, and so I'm a lot busier these days, so I'm kind of more tired when I go to bed, and I don't always wake up thinking, okay, let's relax and try lucid dreaming. I'm normally thinking, what do I have to get done today? So I have to go off and do that, and I don't kind of spend time in bed practicing the techniques as much now. But like a third of the days, and you might hear my cat meowing in the background because he probably wants to get back into the room. I will wait until after I've recorded this to let him in. But you know, a third of those days, so roughly every weekend. It wasn't every weekend for me, it was just, you know, every few days. I would attempt the methods, and I had 13 lucid dreams in total. So 7 to 8 days of practicing lucid dreaming and 13 lucid dreams total. That happened because a couple of days I had like 4 lucid dreams in one day. Other times I had like 1. And of those lucid dreams, I believe 5 of them were dream-induced and 8 of them were wake-induced lucid dreams. Now, of those dream-induced lucid dreams, 1 of those was me performing a reality check and then realising I was dreaming. The other 4 were just, I had done mild, and after I went back to sleep, I realised I was dreaming in one of my dreams. Then the wild ones were, of course, just me performing wild in bed and going straight into a dream. Now, I like these numbers, and you know, some of you guys will already know this, because if you're subscribed to my mailing list, if you're not already, you can subscribe down below. You get sent tips every week and stuff like that, and just information about lucid dreaming and so on. Anyway, in my last mail that I sent out, I talked about this, and I gave some of these statistics already. And I said that I like these statistics because they're a kind of average month. This month I was pretty busy, and so I didn't focus on lucid dreaming every day, so I only focused, you know, roughly a little over 2 days a week, which is perfect for most people because a lot of people have school or work and they don't want to, you know, wake themselves up with an alarm and stuff like that, so they prefer to practice on weekends. So this is what you could achieve with just practicing on weekends, basically. And I had 13 lucid dreams in that time, which I think is pretty good for that. You know, it's going to vary. Sometimes you get more than that, sometimes you get less than that, but I think it's a pretty standard number that most people can aim for. Now, if you have more time than this and you can dedicate, every day to practicing, then you can have a lot more than this. You can have upwards of 50 lucid dreams in a month if you're, particularly lucky in that. I have had that before in the past. I had, I think, 50 lucid dreams or more in a 3-week period, along with over 100 actual recorded dreams. And then I've had other periods where I only had like 1 or 2 lucid dreams in an entire month, sometimes even none. So, it does vary a lot depending on what you're doing. And also depending on, circumstances, because sometimes you just have dry spells a little bit out of your control. Now, as a beginner, before you've had your first lucid dream, it's going to be the hardest to have a lucid dream. Because one of the things is, the more you're familiar with lucid dreaming, the more you kind of expect to get lucid, and that expectation itself can create lucidity. So when you're a beginner and you don't even know if lucid dreaming exists, you're only taking my word for it because you haven't experienced it yet, then it's going to be much harder for you to get lucid because you kind of don't fully believe it, the same as someone who's experienced it before does. So, for a beginner, don't aim for these numbers right away. Just aim to try and get a lucid dream within your first month of practicing. For some people, it'll happen the first night. For others, it will take, a week. For others, it might take the whole month because, they have to tweak things and figure out what works for them. Everyone is very different. But I believe that, within a few months or years of practicing and finding the methods that work best for you, that you can easily achieve the numbers that I've mentioned in this video. And you can go much further than that because, for me, if I was actively practicing every day and so on and taking it really seriously, then the number would be much higher, both for dreams remembered and for my lucid dreams. And the same can be true for you. Anyway, that's been a quick video about how many lucid dreams you can have and how often you can lucid dream. I hope this helps answer your questions. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you want more, remember to subscribe up there, and if you want to keep watching, check out the video that's linked on screen. Take care, bye.